AC-130 Gunship has a combat history dating to Vietnam. This gunship destroyed more than 10,000 trucks and was credited with many life-saving close air support missions. AC-130 Gunship's primary missions are close air support, air interdiction, and armed reconnaissance. Close air support missions include troops in contact, convoy escort, and point air defense. Air interdiction missions are conducted against pre-planned targets or targets of opportunity and include strike coordination, reconnaissance, and armed overwatch mission sets. These heavily armed aircraft incorporate side-firing weapons integrated with sophisticated sensors, navigation, and fire control systems to provide surgical firepower or area saturation during extended loiter periods, day or night, and in adverse weather. The sensor suite consists of multispectral television sensors, high-definition infrared sensors, and radar. These sensors allow the gunship to visually or electronically identify friendly ground forces and targets anytime, anywhere. This aircraft employs synthetic aperture strike radar for long-range and adverse weather target detection and identification. The AC-130's navigational devices include inertial navigation systems and global positioning systems. Its capability to track and engage two targets simultaneously with different levels of ordnance is an invaluable asset to special operations forces on the ground. AC-130 is armed with a fearsome array of weaponry. Currently, only two latest variants are in service that are AC-130W Stinger II and AC-130J Ghostrider. The remaining old aircraft are retired. Stinger II is equipped with 30mm and 105mm cannons, and Standoff Precision Guided Munitions including GBU-39 small diameter bomb and AGM-176 Griffin missile. While Ghostrider can additionally be equipped with GBU-69 small glide munition and AGM-114 Hellfire missile. Each engine of this aircraft is capable of providing 4,700 shaft horsepower, and aircraft can reach a maximum speed of 362 knots. In terms of defense in battlefield environment, this aircraft is equipped with sensors that picks up enemy radar signals and also signal from infrared homing devices, such as those on surface-to-air missiles. The engine of aircraft has infrared suppressors that reduce IR signature of aircraft on which a surface-to-air missile tracking system would home. It is also equipped with flare and chaff dispensing system, just in case a missile has locked on and needs to be diverted away from the plane. In terms of combat experience, it had a primary role during Operation Just Cause in Panama in 1989, when they destroyed Panamanian Defense Force headquarters and numerous command and control facilities. During Operation Desert Storm, AC-130s provided close air support and force protection for ground forces. Gunships were also used during Operations Continue Hope and United Shield in Somalia, providing close air support for United Nations ground forces. These gunships also played a pivotal role in supporting the NATO mission in Bosnia-Herzegovina. The AC-130H provided air interdiction against key targets in the Sarajevo area. In 1997, AC-130s were diverted from Italy to provide combat air support for U.S. and Allied ground troops during the evacuation of American non-combatants in Albania and Liberia. AC-130s were also part of the buildup of U.S. forces in 1998 to convince Iraq to comply with UN weapons inspections. More recently, they have supported Operation Iraqi Freedom, while both aircraft have been employed in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. Finally, these machines have also played a pivotal role in the recent uprisings in the Middle East. They provide armed reconnaissance, interdiction, and direct support of ground troops engaged with enemy forces. The major advantage is that its fire control system offers a dual target attack capability, whereby two targets up to 1 kilometer apart can be simultaneously engaged by two different sensors, using two different guns. Whereas limitations of AC-130 include decreased maneuverability and survivability in a high-tech surface-to-air threat environment, and also is a large target with slow speed and should not be used in a high-threat environment in daylight. Even its orbit pattern is wide. It can only fly as high as 30,000 feet, which is well within the reach of anti-aircraft artillery and missiles by putting crew and pilots at risk. The best feasible option is to use UAVs where human life is not at risk.